Hello, and welcome back to the third episode. Chibi plays in the tub. Uh, we're not anywhere near our spawn right now because I'm in a cave. I was just caving, and I died right there. Underneath that, there's lava. But luckily, I got diamonds and emeralds on me. I saved them. Some armor, not much. I lost both my picks, which one was like, they were both really good picks. One was a skeleton somewhere. One was a fortune 2 pick, and the other was, I want to say efficiency 4 pick. But they're really good. Luckily, I have another fortune 2 pick, and I was gonna fuse them together to make fortune 3, but that ain't gonna happen now. But I got a ton of redstone. As stupid as it sounds, the main reason I went caving is for cobble, because I need a ton of it. I haven't been making videos because, well, one, because of time, kind of, and another, because what I've been doing isn't really entertaining yet, but I'm almost done, I think. So I should update you now on what I'm working on. I also don't have any food, I just realized, and I don't know how to get back. So yeah, this isn't all the stuff. I like went out, like I went branch mining, and then I put up chests with like stuff, so that way if I died, like I did, I don't lose everything. But I had a ton of stuff this time. No, he's gonna shoot me into lava. There was a ridiculous amount of emeralds though. Like what the hell? 20. And it wasn't even that good of a fortune pick. Yeah, there we go. I can't run though. And I have no food. There should be the chest down here somewhere. So I believe I put food in there. If I don't, then I'll die and it's in here. It's somewhere safe. I'm fine with that. I now have 30 deaths. It's been a while since I made another video. I forget how many I had in the other one. Where the hell is... Oh yeah, I found a ton of these, which is actually the first time I saw... These are the monster eggs. If you break them, a silverfish will come out. And it's the first time I saw them. I saw like 3 groups of them, I think. So I'm gonna go run off, get my silk touch, and get them. I think it works. It better. It should work. So I'm gonna get them. I don't know who I'm gonna use them on, but we'll have them. And chances are this video will go up before UHC happens. Definitely before UHC videos. And like, well, season 2 happened pretty recently, and now we're doing it again. We're already doing season 3, and this time I'm not sure what is gonna happen, because they said it might be just teams of 2 or just solo, and I kind of want to do solo. I don't know, I'm fine with both actually, but yeah, here's stuff. Yeah, this is why I need it. I need stone. This is why, not the cobble. Food. You'll see why. It's that alright, I've pretty much been building Disneyland over here. That's essentially what I've been doing. Whoa. I feel like this map is too zoomed in right now. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. It's supposed to be the biggest map size, but to me right now it seems kind of smaller. And I'll come back for all this stuff. The biggest loss was actually the picks. That's like, I had an axe too, and that was a really good axe. I don't even care about that really. But yeah, 24 diamonds. And nighttime. This is what I'm doing right here. And look at this ravine, man. Here, let me show you guys the map. Oh, hello. I gotta check this map. I feel like it's wrong. I feel like it should be hella bigger. But anyway, I don't know if you guys can see it, but at the top, like where my arrow is pointing, if you go straight from there, you'll see two little brown pixels up there. You see them? It's at like the very top by the mountains. That is Unthalusk's place. And so I didn't know I was back here because I just ran out in the nether somewhere, put down a portal, and I just looked at where I was, and I was like, oh, this is like a good spot. So I just kept building, and I eventually made this map, the big one. This is the biggest. Whoa. It's the biggest map size, so it's freaking huge. Okay. And yeah. I explored the whole thing and made copies of it. And then I noticed that there's those, yeah, as I was exploring, I noticed that Unthalusk's place was in the map. Which meant he was pretty close, but not that much. Because my project is this big, like it takes up the whole map. It's like Disney World, I said, so yeah, it has to be that big. So, so yeah, I needed a ton of stone for this, all the roads. I haven't even started building it yet. I've just been doing the roads. And I guess I'll take you through them right here. I ain't gonna walk through all of them. That'd be so much to walk, man. And as you saw, we are in the newest snapshot. We keep updating to the newest. So we have slime blocks. And if you don't know, somehow, slime blocks are bouncy. You can bounce on them, which are gonna be so fun. Like, I'm just gonna put them somewhere, even if it's unnecessary, just to have them there, pretty much. Like if you're gonna build a bridge, I'd rather not build a bridge, you know? Like, well, this one, yeah. But if I had like a high one, I would have it so you'd have to jump off, bounce on a slime block, and then land on another platform, and do that again, just to have them there. Cause they had, this guy didn't say, alright, he did. I was gonna say, what a jerk. Like, this game adds a ton of stuff that's like, I think is really cool, but not a lot of people use it still. Like compasses, I pretty much carry them all the time, except for right now, because I have the map, I don't need it, and have the roads, so I don't need it. And things like the books, no one uses really. And fireworks, like everyone's forgotten about fireworks, pretty much. I feel like, at least in survival, they use them in like custom maps, but not here. And those can be pretty cool, you know. So I feel like slime box is gonna be one of those things that people are gonna be really excited about once they're here, but then they just kind of forget about it after a little while, possibly. I ran out of cobble in my house. I've been digging around, just whatever excuse I had to dig out a mountain, I would do it. And I ran out completely, so I had to branch mine for it. And I got a ton of materials, luckily, but I lost a ton too, sadly. Like I would have maybe a stack of gold. I had at least. I had like maybe 2 more stacks of iron. We actually have an iron farm, but I haven't seen it, and I don't know how to use it. I've never seen one ever, so I have a ton of sand. That's for one of the places. Alright. So basically, wait, I was talking about what you guys missed. This is what you missed. Take stone. No. Do that. Get more stone. Do that. I would make stairs. I'd make these slabs. And this is the pattern I use for these. I use stair, stair, and then this. And that's how it is. It sounds simple, but like, if you go down a ledge like this, you'd have to terraform, like, this can't happen, and it had to be even. And these go like this. The reason for that is, hang on, I had to dig this with my soggy pick. I had to find a way to replace it. That was a good fucking pick, man. Oh well. The reason for these is A, because it looks nice. Because the first time I saw it, I saw them all like the lines in them going this way. I thought that looked so cool, but then I noticed that they all go this way. It's still fine, it looks good, but the main reason is because it's very easy to use. Like you see, right when I climb up there, I can jump and land on the next one. And it's very simple. Like you can just hold space and go, and you'll never take falling damage pretty much. Because even if I fall off the edge, it's no damage. And if I fall off this, I won't take damage. But if you jump off here and land here, you will take a little bit. But like that's actually kind of hard to do. And if you do that, that's on, like that's on you. Like I don't even have boots right now, and I didn't take damage. Oh shit! Oh, oh no, that's also what I lost. I lost feather falling floor boots. Damn, I didn't even think about it. Alright, now that's the biggest loss probably. I'm a little sick. I probably said that. Oh well. I've been eating a ton of bread. That's what's been keeping me alive over there. Alright, well, at stop. I'm gonna go get some water. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. He was talking about how he has a mind for diamonds. So, yeah. It's not the funnest process. If you guys, people really want to know how fun it is to place all these stairs, I'll show you later. Because, like I said, I have all this cobble. I have to wait for it to smell. All of it. But, yeah, this is my little setup. I was going to make these the roads all the way, but I did it up to like here, and I look back, I'm like, it's ugly. So I stopped it. I might redo this. I kind of like it, though. Just for a little bit. But anyway, every time you see this, it's like an intersection. Or like a turn, at least, you know? So if you come up here, you'll see that. You have to turn that way. So yeah, you can see these go on for a while. I've literally had to like cut mountains in half to make all these roads work. And so my project, that's mainly, I mainly wanted to update you guys. So the project is, I'm not trying to like remake Disney World or anything. I'm actually making my own, wait. No, I'm actually making my own version. Sorry, I tried to read what he said, but no. I'm making my own version of Disney World, cause I think I'm a good writer. People tell me that, but what the fuck? First time I've taken damage, I'm not really. People say I'm a good writer, and I enjoy writing, so I write. And I write comics, like that's my like priority thing, you know. Like I do, like mostly write, sometimes draw, trying to make my own comic. That's what I'm doing. And actually, I would say have an overactive imagination. I'm running back and forth. It's not good. I'll do something. Sorry. I would say I have an overactive imagination. So what that means is that I can't not make stories. Pretty much. So what happens in my head is pretty much that I would wake up one morning and just be like, I want to make a story, and then I wouldn't think about it. It would just happen. I would have a story on me, just good. Obviously I would edit it over time. I wouldn't just be like, yep, that's my story, I'm keeping it forever. No, I would sit there, write it down, eventually read it over. Like when I have an idea, I write it down, or at least try to like develop it more. If I don't have like anything to write on, then I'll just try to develop it more, have it more like legitimate story, not like stupid idea. And then from there, it would just all just like come to me, I guess you could say, automatically. Like I wouldn't have to try. Like if I'm in school, I don't. Oh wow. just come on. It just came on. I wouldn't have to think about it too hard. It would just. When I'm sitting in class, I would just get ideas out of nowhere. And after I've written them down, and this is like if you want to become a writer, I'm not saying this is the way to write. Do what I do, but like this is how I write, and maybe it'll help you. That rhymed. And yeah, write down ideas. Eventually, I would, because I keep coming up with more and more ideas. So what I do is just write all of them down, and eventually, if I'm bored of writing one, I would work on another because I have them like in stock pretty much, and I'll develop it more and more until I get bored of it, and I switch to another because that's the way I work pretty much. Like I can't just sit there and do one thing forever. You know, like it's kind of like I can. It's just it'd be really hard for me to like dedicate myself to doing one thing. So I'm surprised I've been doing these roads for this long because I don't know how the hell I focused for that long. Like I've only taken like a caving break, like once a week or something. I don't know. It's been not once a week. I don't know, but rarely. I would every time I would come on here, it'd be on the roads. I would just go forever. And yeah. So people have been trying to kill me from the death games and no one can find me, and I'm over here. I haven't showed that many people what I'm working on here. So yeah. But anyway, back to explaining. Yeah, that's a good one. We should use that now. Fuck, it's night. I'm gonna go sleep. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Ton of animals. What was I talking about? Fuck. I think I was explaining. Yeah. So, if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm talking about stories and talking about Disney. I'm building my own Disney with the stories I've written. So far, none of the stories are done. You know, like I can't say all my stories are finished. I'm gonna go draw them out. They're still developing, pretty much. Cause I haven't seriously started writing, like, until like 2 years ago. No, not even, like, it's been like a year and a half. So, I'm not gonna just say, oh, people say I'm good at writing, I must be good at writing. Because, I don't know, people think some stupid shit is good. So, I'm gonna develop myself as a writer and as an artist before I do anything. And that leaves me with a ton of time to do that. And I get super psyched whenever I come up with a good idea. And I can't do anything with that because it's just an idea and I'm not gonna just make it into a comic. And even if eventually when it is made into a comic, it might not be like good. People might not like it or anything. So to get rid of some of that excitement I have, I'm doing this. So far I've made 11 stories. Yeah, I think it's 11. I don't even know how many stories I've written. None of them are gonna make sense because no one knows them. And I will write like books where what is it? Where like the entrance to it is, because every place has like a plot, if you want to call it. So I cannot tell you where all the places are right now. I know I have 10 stories, but I think I've only plotted down like 10 of them. Because one of them, the newest story I've come up with, is a bit different. And I'm not going to explain it yet. I don't know if this is a video game channel, alright? A lot of people that do play video games also like comics, but I'm assuming not everyone. So I'll try not to talk about them too much. But this time I will, because they're linked. The fuck was I saying? But yeah, they all have plots. I can't tell you where they all are because I don't know where all of them are. There's a ton over here. Like the first sign, I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, because what I did is put down a sign, wrote down what it's gonna be, what story it's from, and then put torches around it. And here's one. Here's an example. Story is Vorpal, and this is Icarus's temple. And like I said, that's not gonna make sense to you. I will have a story, kind of like, or at least a description of what the place is or is supposed to be. I'll try to make the places like good. It's not, you know, I'm not just gonna half-ass it. I'll try to make it like a thing. Oh. But anyway, fuck. I haven't planned this episode out. I just wanted to make one because I haven't made one in a while. What to talk about? I guess I'll talk about Vorpal. We're in the site, so this is the Vorpal site. I know there's one like where the cursor is, more to the right though. And I know the center is just the entrance. It's probably not gonna be anything. There's, if you look down to the bottom right, you'll see like a giant ice mountain and like a lava pit in there. Pretty sure that's a site too. There's a ton of them. You'll see them. And anyway, talking about Vorpal, I guess. We're in the Vorpal site, might as well. What that is, it's the second story I've written, and they're not complete stories, by the way. Like I said, they're still in development. So I'm not gonna tell you all the details because they're not a thing yet. Basically, how to explain it? See, I don't know. I never had to explain my stories to anyone. Even my friends, I like, whenever they asked me about it, I would be like, no. No one knows. But I guess I'll start sharing it now with everyone. Might as well. Vorpal is a story about three guys, two of them are brothers, and they're in a desert. Like, the whole, I don't want to say world is covered in desert, but the majority of the story is desert. So that's why, I don't know if you saw earlier, but I had a ton of sand. That's what that's for. This is going to be covered. This and I think one other place has to be covered. Sheep everywhere, man. Yeah. What else can I say? There's so much more to say. If you don't know what Vorpal means, I forgot the technical term for it, but it's a word that's not a word, essentially. Don't ask me how it works, because I don't know either. Basically, I don't know how it works, because there's a story, I think it's the Jabberwocky story, that just has this word in it. The author just made it up, right? And it became a word, but not really. I don't know how that works, because I know Shakespeare, he just makes up words. He's made up words, and that's officially a word. It's in the dictionary and everything. But this guy makes up a word, and it's not considered a word. But it's a word that has definition and everything, so I don't know why it's not in the dictionary or anything. But anyway, Vorpal, the best explanation I can use for it is like, I guess it's talking about like a knife or a sword that's capable of cutting. It's kind of like sharp, but not really. It's kind of like strong and sharp, I guess. I'm not sure myself because there's no freaking dictionary on this, but there probably is somewhere. Someone probably made a dictionary for these types of words. But that's what Vorpal means anyway. You guys play Minecraft, I'm assuming, and I'm just gonna assume. Excuse me. I'm gonna assume you guys know what Feed the Beast is, because you guys probably know what the Minecraft group is. So in there, you guys have seen there's a Vorpal enchantment on the swords, and that it takes their heads. So yeah, it shows that it's sharp and strong. So that's where I got it from, pretty much. Like, I knew of the Jabberwocky story, but I didn't know what it was really, and I didn't know I had that word in it and it sounds good, and it seems to describe my story pretty good. So that's its title. um, yeah. Um, so yeah, sorry. So obviously the stories are about swords and stuff. It's not completely about them, but pretty close to them. Like, all right, I'm gonna assume I have like multiple communities. Obviously, right now I have no community, even though I said I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. There's not many people to apologize to. So, um, anyway, eventually, if I get like viewers, there's probably gonna be multiple communities on this channel when people notice me, if people notice me. And I'm not here to like get big or anything. I'm just for fun, really. So I don't really mind if there's no community or not. But it'd be more fun if it was. So leave a like. No. This is, if you guys watch anime and will watch me, things are gonna make a little bit more sense. But for those who don't watch anime, there's a show called Attack on Titan, and it pretty much took the nighttime already. It pretty much took the whole anime community by storm. It was like huge, right? And in there, I'm gonna try not to spoil anything for anyone. But basically, there's like a little army that has to fight back against creatures that are too strong. Like the Titans, right? Like that's not that big of a surprise. There's no like spoiler in that. They have to fight. The regular humans have to fight Titans, which are pretty much bigger humans that are stupid and don't act like humans at all. They just act like stupid babies that can't even walk right. Anyway, the Titans are stronger than the humans because obviously they're fucking hundreds of meters high and stuff. Really tall, really like they're giants essentially. And the humans are just like us. They're just normal people. So the whole point that I'm trying to get across here is that they have to fight something that's hella stronger than them, and it seems like pretty hopeless, you know. But they have their own like little tricks and stuff that help them make it more fair, but like to make the fight more fair, but it really isn't fair at all. But that's how life is. My brother's home, I think, by the way. He's gonna open that door and make a ruckus. That's alright. And that's kind of what my story's like, and I didn't take it from Attack on Titan. Like, I actually started writing the story before I even knew of it. Or I think before anyone knew of it, really. Anyway. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but that's for later, you know? Like, in the story, the bigger monsters that attack are for later on in the story. So, early on, they're just kind of facing regular... Door open. Hang on. We're back. So yeah, the bigger monsters in my story are for later on in the story. Early on, they do fight monsters, but it's more basic monsters. And these are monsters that are gonna be borrowed from like classic tales from a lot from Greek mythology. So things like the Minotaur are gonna happen, you know, that kind of stuff. And a lot of their like devils and angels and maybe not angels, but they're demons. I know I said devils. I don't know why. They're gonna be in that story in Vorpal. But the big like what I don't want to say the story revolves around this, but it's pretty big on it. It's the main character's weapon, which is the Icarus blade. I'm probably gonna change that name because it sounds lame as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not that good at coming up with names, but it sounds like so cheesy, so I'm probably gonna change it. And what that is pretty much a ridiculously huge two-handed sword that the hero can barely carry, really. Sorry there, lost my train of thought. That's gonna be edited out though, obviously. Um, Basically, the main character's weapon can transform, kind of, sort of. The the way it originally is, it's the giant blade, and then he can change it into two smaller blades, and then that can change into three, and then that can combine to make a bow and arrow. That's probably gonna make no sense, and I don't have any drawings, nor am I gonna make any drawings to help me explain that. My brother's gonna eat in the background, so don't mind him. This is what it's like at night. Skeletons everywhere. This is why this has been taking me so long.